Hey there, Warriors. We are going crazy right now. Let's hope that we don't get canceled for this. Let's see here. Warrior Waldo and I were just going through some of, our pasts and what we have done, or these certain things that, what we're relationship wise trying to figure out, as most of us do. Part of that got started with jealousy and hypocrisy in the relationships. We're just looking over here at the computer and seeing, hey, what's actually going on. So, Warrior Waldo, what do you consider some no-goes for you in a relationship?
So, we started this conversation about talk about the possibility of threesomes.
Oh yes, threesomes.
And we were talking about people that we know that shall not be mentioned, about talk about how they may have brought up the possibility of attempting to arrange a threesome in the past. Not necessarily with you or me, but we're just bringing up arbitrary names. And when I heard the story, I thought to myself, okay, is this really happening, or is this person just trying to show how wild and hot she is? She's turning you on, and maybe that's something you're into. Never considering the fact that, you know what, maybe you're not into it. And if you're not, does that mean you're insecure? And so that's how we came to where we are. And we've broached all kinds of different topics. We've talked about posting videos on OnlyFans, or even shaking your ass on YouTube. As long as you're got this little string going up to crack your butt called a thong, it's not nudity, right?
Exactly.
Boy, the rules are so, I mean, so flimsy there. But hey, um, YouTube does what they do. Um, and we started going there because you asked me the question, how would I have felt 20 years ago? 20 years ago,
If
YouTube,
we had all of these social media networks.
sure, YouTube, TikTok, OnlyFans, where you can make a lot of money shaking your ass and showing your butthole on camera, and a whole bunch of men paying for it. How would you feel? And we talked about this. How would we feel? So I'm going to ask you. You're sitting there. You're dating a new girl in your life, and you found out she had a OnlyFans website, is making buku bucks, because I hear even moderately decent girls can make buku bucks. They don't have to be having sex or doing it to anybody. They could just be showing off themselves.
Right.
You found out she did this. Would you date her at all? Would you get reminded, invested in her at all? Number one, and number two, how would you feel? How about if she made this promise to you that I'm not going to do it anymore, or would she even need to make this promise to you?
Well, first, that is that's a difficult question because you want to have the best out of your relationships. And Warriors, let's all be honest with ourselves. Sometimes we choose badly. If
Yes,
I
we do.
choose badly, then obviously that's on me. If I knew that a potential mate had an OnlyFans, I think I'm DTF. I'm down to do it, but I'm not down to have
Okay.
all my friends being able to be, just paying what, $4, $6, $10 a month, whatever it
So
is.
DTF, you're done with the fling, but
Right.
isn't a committed relationship material to you.
No, no.
Does this make you insecure?
The shame in me says yes.
There's no shame.
There is no shame because we have a standard. You don't want your significant other to essentially be sold. You don't want to have other guys trying to hit up on that. Now, yes, when you're a beautiful woman, you always have guys trying to get you. I get it. I get it. If you're selling it and you're profiting from it, the internet's forever. How do you get around that? You know, back in the day, there before the internet, if you married a stripper, you know, the people in the town may think you're a dumbass or whatever. You know,
And we've known a few guys who have done that, married strippers. They knew exactly what they were getting into. If you don't mind, Brother Wookie, I'm gonna because I didn't grow up in the um, internet era where all these TikTok, OnlyFans, YouTube, all
sure.
the Instagram, they didn't exist. But the closest thing you can analogize to this were strip clubs. There's a one called Sammy's down on Nuku'alofa Island. There's you're in Unity, guy, you know the Matador.
The Matador.
You went there and you basically, if you were, you went there to try to hook up. And
Sure.
the girls were not dumb. They know they're trying to hook up, so they're manipulating this to get money out of you. And the more they lead you on to believe they're doing this, the more money they're going to get out of you. Especially the more insecure guys out there who don't, you know, they think, oh my God, I might have a chance. She's just milking him to death, milking his cash. Am I an insecure man if I had a problem with my significant other grinding her rear on some dude trying to get money out of him? Knowing damn well most EUD guys are, you know, they're alpha alpha dudes. They have some pretty strong game. So all of a sudden you're dating in a committed relationship with a dancer at Sammy's or Matador. You're on TDY and you found out the shop is having a going away party and they're going to Sammy's and you know your wife's working that night.
Oh no!
This is the era I grew up in, and it's because there was no internet yet. And you're talking about actual physical contact. If she's doing lap dances on guys that you see every day, and they're gonna go and talk about how your wife's booty is because she gave them a dance the night before. You know, does that make me insecure? Absolutely not. I don't think I'm insecure at all, and this all. I think we got into this topic because we started watching videos about the hypocrisy of what men consider marriage material. Is it hypocritical to sit there and find a girl on YouTube who is shaking her butt or making money on OnlyFans, spreading her cheeks for anybody who will pay to watch it, and but even if she's by herself, there's no physical contact, so it seems like it's different. But the whole world, including your coworkers, your bosses, your leadership, possibly.
Yeah, it's one thing for my boys, it's another thing for my boss and his
Right.
boss and his boss. Like,
But I think women would accuse us of judging them unfairly if we're not considering them married material, because the disagreement between men and women in this area comes down to self-respect. Is a woman having no self-respect by going on OnlyFans and spreading her you-know-whats for everybody in the world to see and making money off of it? I think men would say it would. I think women more and more nowadays would say it wouldn't. So, you're EOD. You know what EOD guys are like. You're dating, or even worse, married, and I'm going to use the word worse, unapologetically, you're married to a stripper who works at TD's locally here. And you know she's working a night they're having a bachelor party. How do you feel about that?
Terrible. I mean, just for the fact that I'm dating a stripper means something's going on in my life that I could be doing differently at the very least. And we all hear the stories with the strippers with a heart of gold. They're just trying to get through college, or They
They
just want
all say they're trying to get through college.
even if you don't live in a college town and there isn't a college for 50 miles.
You know why they lie and they say that? Because at the end of the day, they know they're lacking self-respect. They know that what they're doing is probably could be held against them, but I've put it under the guise that I'm just trying to better myself, then everything is good. We all know it's a lie. And I'm not saying there are not girls out there who did put themselves through college, but the problem is money, either OnlyFans or at a strip club or whatever. The amount of money they make is so addicting. I would rather do this 4 or 5 nights a week, and they probably don't have to work that much to make the bread that they're making.
Sure.
I would rather do that instead of do college classes all day. It's easy money. A lot of it not taxable because it's cash being passed around, and you can't prove you made it or not. You know. I have heard of places where these girls they actually the establishment doesn't pay the girls at all. They just make whatever they make on stage,
Yep.
and they get to keep it all, or maybe they even pay a commission to the establishment that allows them to dance.
Some places around.
I've heard different ways.
Yeah. You're paying to shake your ass in front of people. I'm sorry. It just makes no sense to me.
Okay, so you're married to a moderately attractive woman. You know she could probably make some money on OnlyFans, and she asked you about it. What do you say?
Like, she hasn't done it yet, and we're in
Not that you're aware of, correct?
And we're in a committed relationship. Well, the guy in me would say, hey, as long as you're doing it with me, I don't mind showing my bits out. I do mind showing her bits out, but at the same time, if we're together, maybe. Now, the intelligent me thinking with my brain, no.
But it's her body.
Okay, and it's my relationship.
Okay.
It's her
That's what I'm
relationship
getting
too.
at. Because she's going to pull this, it's my body, I could do with what I want. And you can decide, okay, but I don't have to agree to it. And if I don't agree to it, you're making a decision about our relationship if you're going to do it anyway. I'm just letting you know right now. I can't, there's no law that says I can stop you from dancing at a strip club or shaking your bits on OnlyFans. Obviously not. You could choose to do it no matter what I think. But I could choose to no longer want to be with you either.
Right.
And yes, I'm sorry. It comes down to what men desire in a potential mate. And it's a self-respect. Now, women will say, no, you're just using the word self-respect to shame us into doing something because you're insecure. No.
And check out Warriors, our sign language videos. This is well described in those. Sorry,
Yes.
I interrupted you.
No, it's okay. I don't think a man has to demonstrate his security in himself by being okay with you going onto these videos and advertising to the world what you look like and making a bunch of money off of it.
Oh, okay, you say money, that's a big variable. Some girls are making $300 a month. Some girls are making 30 grand a month.
Okay.